can't be good. Usually it's way over 40. Son of a... Now it's back up to normal and acting like it's supposed to. I wonder what the heck that was about this morning. Hey, okay, well, I've tried prepping a little bit better than yesterday. I've got the top rings in the block. I'm going to get rings on these pistons so I can use these to set the top ring to check the ring gap, and then they're on there. These have got, like I said, I've read and I haven't come where that it says that you got to replace the rod bolts, but we did replace the rod bolts on this. And I hate when they give you what they appear to be, what they call a square cut ring. It is not a square cut ring. Sneaky. That took a little bit of doing the find. Wow. Really? Oh, ever. You want to show up? Let's see. Finally found right there. You see that little mark there? Well, here's the other thing. See, there's a little bit of a, oh, right there you can see it. There's ever so slightly it looks like oil, but it's not. Here, I'll wipe it off. I'll show you. Well, you've seen the oil, but there you go. And it's not, just barely, there's a machined edge. So, yeah, I just barely can catch my fingernail on it. Wow. Yeah, it's right there. So, okay. I guess and that's not even, here's the choices for the second ring. It should have had a dot. That's the ring we got. Right there. That's the little edge that's just barely out there. So I'm glad I found that, otherwise I would have put them in wrong. So, oh sorry. Anyway, okay. Sorry for the fan, but I noticed without the fan that you hear is my air filtration. And notice without it, I'm kind of getting a little dust in the shop. So, okay, and you guys see me do this a few times. It's all bottom rings. The only one you can install this way. I got my thumb there marking where the end of that is, and I come over here and put the other in there, and I pay attention where that one is, and I'll offset that one too. And it just got me. And the ring over popped out. Okay. Why is it I turned the camera on and that's when I have my troubles? Really? Take that one back off. See, there's what happened. It overrode. The ring should have held it in place like that. There we go. There we go. And our second ring, which we now know goes with the letter E up. Wow, I would have missed that. I would have missed that. I don't like how that looks. The tool, I mean. My cat hair has been getting all over everything. I'm just... Oh, that stupid scanner. You know, that thing's been quiet, and then I turn on to make a video, and it does that, so I'll be back. That marks up. Machine edge there and down. You don't want to overstretch them. I'm going to go ahead, get all these rings and everything on these pistons, and I'll go through and stick a piston in, check the top ring gap. I always just check the top ring gap. And this is just a stock build, so. And I do believe I'm going to use the camshaft. I found the article in the book I've got. They showed a cam with the same, pretty much with all the same wear marks, and they ran it, so I'll do one more, see if we can get this to work right this time without having to get any fits. So that one's there. I think I bought these from J.C. Whitney back in 1987. Yeah. Maybe even before that. I don't know. All I know is there's days I wish I had a time machine. I'd go back in time. Go back in time. And yeah, I've picked up a couple of these trays here. They're made at Goodson, or they're sold by Goodson. And I picked up a couple of these. And this is actually the first time I'm using them, because prior to this I haven't had any place to set them, to use them. And that's what I'm doing, so. Let's see which bolts he gave me. Because I was reading, there's a difference on the okay, he gave me the same ones I had. Well, I think they are. So, because there's a discrepancy in the book, but these are new bolts. The book says what the early gens only need to go 60 instead of. That scared the hell out of me. How many people knock on the door out here? They usually walk in. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Anyway, I'm gonna get these all done. And the Denali started up, so yeah. Alrighty. Get this all done and we'll catch up. Okay. I've checked the top ring gaps, they're okay. This isn't a how-to video on this. I mean, I've really kicked around the idea of taking an old school motor and a new school motor. Alright, I'll remember that. Alright. That's okay. The Denali's gone and that. So, I noticed. Well, I got one more step to do to this. Anyway, I noticed these look pretty dry here. Notice the sound difference already, just getting a little oil in there. Hey, wow, look at that, it quieted up. No, ain't that something? Okay, that's there. Notch goes forward. Top ring's there, second ring's there, and the third one. Actually, I'm going to turn that third one a little. There. Crank is down. Everything's been wiped. Clearance has been checked. Got a brand new bottle of good stuff. That's what I use. So all the flat sides on these, all those face forward. And I find doing this, you know, there's been old articles about guys having to go in to spray oil in their cylinders to get compressioned up. And unfortunately, I got to use the old school one. And what I think doing this, I prevent that problem of having no compression. Okay, looks like it's all seated down. Got our grease there. And that's what I was. Here we go. Okay. Now we're on it carefully. And now you want to make sure if we're using a compressor like this, you don't want part of that band down in the cylinder. So you tap it down. And I had to go around. There's little ledges that are on there to keep it from falling in with the piston. So, and that's what you want. If it goes in hard, stop and find out why. Guided that in blind as you, whoa, just watch. So, and these are what they call, whoa, a fractured rod. So they're only go together one way. There's that lube. And using the ARP stuff. This is personal preference, so I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's what I use. For a second I thought I had two different bolts. Pretty good when you can do that blind like that and get them both started. And I did. Come here. I really don't want that all over the ratchet and that, so I'll do that. So yeah. I just went to catch that and I just jammed my thumb right into the bottom side of the block. Oh, really? I'll set that down there. Ah, smarted. Look at that smart. I haven't screwed in further than I did. That's smart enough. I'm really happy with the way that piston went in. Pretty sure I smashed the end of my finger. Okay. Yeah. Spins good with one hand yet. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't deck this block. Huh? I don't know why, but that is that zero deck. Wow. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah. Made it bleed. Wonderful. Alright, I'll clean that up. I'll keep doing this until I got them all in, so that's how I do it anyway. Like I said, what I do, it's not necessarily right or wrong, it's just my way. That's smart. That's going to leave a mark, so. Alright, I'll come back when we got this in a short block, so. Set that one right there. I would turn it further up on its side, but the engine stand I got, I don't have any holes drilled yet to make stops yet, so. Alright. Okay, I'll bring you along for the last one. And guys, I do have that 5.3 build from 2 years ago. That's a lot more detailed than what I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm trying to keep from repeating everything. There's some old videos that's got some good stuff on them. So, last ring to put on. Yay! Well, for this motor anyway. It's all been going together really nice. I shouldn't have said that because now it'll probably give me fits. I had one piston fight me, and for some reason the bottom oil control ring overlapped itself, but I got it fixed. Down there. Okay, so, and I've been doing this. And when you put it like that, you see the wrist pins flush. Always lift it up and put some oil around it. And come in here, give it a good squirt in there, as you've seen me do. And sit here and work it back and forth, sliding it. Don't play the maracas and let this slap, because you'll make your pistons bigger than what they're supposed to be. I seen a guy do that once, and then he wondered why his pins didn't fit anymore. Said you can't do that. That's why. So, and another kid said, "Well, my pistons are too small." Rattle, rattle, rattle. Did that, put it in, and you're in his race car. All against all better odds. So, okay. Then I get my squirter. There, around the piston. Kind of figured out I started doing this, smearing this stuff with my left hand, because keeps my right hand from. You almost can see. Okay. There's that. Ring compressor. I would have liked to. I need to find some stuff for the 5.3s here. Huh. Well, that's a good sign. Come here. Pulling let's go down in there. I don't have the tap to run down in there, because the tap to go down in to clean your LS motor bolt holes, what are you doing, Cat? Is over $100. That goes way down in there. Oh, way down into the bolt holes to clean it. And also, I learned something too. You guys got an aluminum block motor? Do not use an impact to undo the bolts, head bolts. Get dark. Don't forget time for the live show. I don't think so, Cat. Get out of there. I got up and the cat jumped up. They warn against using the impacts to take the heads off aluminum blocks. And I guess actually the cast iron ones, but they said the cast iron ones are less. We'll have to do it. With the aluminum blocks, you want to hand do it, because if you impact it, they said the head bolts, when you come out, the threads will be in the head bolts. You'll strip it, and if you strip out those threads down in there, your block's done. There's no fixing it. Well, it's going to give me this again. Why? Why did it stop? Why did that stop? Of course, the one on camera is going to. No? I don't know why that stopped. Okay. Everything looks good. Notch forward. Trying to keep my hammer from getting so oily. Do the tap. And then I have no idea why I did that. Be careful driving it down. If you ain't ever done this, I suggest you to roll it over and look at what you do, because don't practice what I just done, because I don't know how good your aim is and that. Now this would have regular studs and the rods. I wouldn't be doing that. No. And so yeah, like I said, if it gets hard, you look and see what's going on, but I don't know why they did that. I don't know if the compressor got down in there partially or what. A shot of the good stuff here. This is where I get confused. Bearing tangs used to be on a Chevy, used to face out. Oh, that's what I was going to show you, but it's too late. I kind of been thinking about that, and I finally looked down in there. I did not realize they've cut extra metal out, because used to be you had to worry about the radius would have been on this side. They've got that kind of, in a way, cut square cut down there, so you can't have issues. So instead of ratcheting for 3 hours, actually don't take that long. Okay, I'll just do it that way. I have to wipe that off before I get it in my beard again. Okay. Whoa! So yeah. And I swore up and down, I had to go look through my old videos, I swore up and down I had some kind of tool to put in the end of the crankshaft to turn this motor over. I thought I got one. I guess I didn't. I found in my old video, I used my big old channel locks you'll see here in a second. And that's how I did it before. There's that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay there. I lay that there. Lay that there. Close this up before it gets dirty. Actually, wipe all the assembly lube and all that off there too. Put that up there. And like I said, big old channel locks. Since I'm going to be changing the lower timing gear, which is also the pump drive, I ain't worried about marring this up. And I got looking in the other video, I just forgot that these things are brought up the zero deck because they put such a thick head gasket in there. They get those up there, right there, so I guess that was normal. Feels pretty good. There we go, got number 1 at the top dead center. And you guys, I just had one of these gloves dissolved from white lithium grease, the motor oil, and the ARP stuff. You know, there's so much chemicals and crap in this stuff anymore nowadays. I'd rather be safe than sorry. That's why I wear my gloves. So I guess I got a phone call. Okay, that was the kid. Now we got her at top dead center number 1. Let's. Everything looks really, really good down here. One reason I turned it upside down is the oil that's raining off the wrist pins. Yeah, I know I gotta do the outside bolts yet, but yeah, we got. I'm gonna call. Says it. Okay, I guess I put me in the frame now. I want to call and ask somebody. Oh, wrong lever. I'll get it figured out here. I'm going to call the machinist tomorrow and ask him on these rod bolts. I know they're new. I've compared them, but with the book I've got and the GM printout I've got a discrepancy. The GM paperwork I got says 85. The book says no more than 75. Well, 75 of this are 60 degrees. So I want to find out which torque I go with those on that. So yeah, I got some more parts for this now. I need to start washing up and cleaning up and that. I've got to wash down that cam, make sure that's all nice and clean. I'm going to try it. That's all I can do. I'm going to try it. I'll get some new lifters put on it. I'll know it's trash free and that. I don't know what happened there, why that had marks like that, but something rotated with it. But everything's turning nicely. So I guess I did this on Sunday before the live show, so I suppose I better start getting ready for the live show and that. So this video will go up after, you know. So you guys watching this, you've already seen the live show, and you know I've talked about stuff, and then you're gonna kind of have a little repeat. But in the live show, I'm not going to go into the whole detail because I got this video. You guys are going, okay. Yes, and then I've got a brand new set of sockets that I use that are clean. I forgot I had them. I should have used them on the mains just in the other video. That's what I mean. I got an idea. I need to get toolboxes set up. That's just engine rebuilding stuff, and that's all it is. It's not for working on rusty cars or nothing. It's going to be motor builds only. So I'm feeling pretty confident. And funny thing is, the first time I built the last 5.3, it was in February. The second time I built it was November, 2 years ago. 2 years later, in November, I'm doing another 5.3. That was kind of weird to go back and watch those videos and then look at the date that I published them. The 5.3 I was working on in September or October, and that's what this one, I exactly done the same thing. September, October, ain't that weird? 2 years later, I'm like repeating myself. If it happens again in 2 years that I do that, and I did not choose that, I did not realize that, but it's kind of like deja vu 2 years later, doing it all over again. But anyway, I think we're going to work on that 327 tonight on the live show, and well, you've already seen that. So anyway, see you guys on the live show, and thank you for watching the live show, and thank you for watching this video. See y'all later. Have a good one.